Area's got to be snook, and now's the time they're actually on the move. Tampa Bay Times outdoor man Terry Tomlin shows us where to find them in this morning's Everyday Adventures.
When most people hear the word predator, they think of lions, tigers, and bears, but I think of snook. That's the big game fish here on Florida's west coast, and we're about to catch some. We're here with Captain Chuck Rogers. He's one of Tampa Bay's top inshore guides. Now, Chuck, one of the things I think that's most fascinating about snook is most people consider them a saltwater fish, but they actually spend most of their life cycle in fresh water.
Yeah, in the early years when they hatch, they're up in the rivers and the brackish estuaries, and as they grow in size, they move out onto the flats and into the bay to feed.
We're right out here near Whedon Island, popular fishing spot in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's a good spot. This area holds a lot of snook, a lot of bait here, a lot of protection from predators. Snook tend to stay in the shallow waters where they can stay away from the dolphin and the larger predators. Tide is very important when you're snook fishing. You gotta have moving water, in or out. Either one is good, but you gotta have that moving water. You know, if you're gonna plan your snook trip, make sure you look at your tides, make sure you look at your wind, kind of get a good idea of where you're gonna fish.
These fish have been up in the creeks all winter long. Now they're moving on to the grass flats to fatten up, and then they're going to head out to the passes to spawn. So this little beauty right here, this is a nice little snook.
Normally these smaller fish that we know we're not going to keep, we're going to throw them back. We want to keep them as close to the water as possible and be as gentle as we can with them. They have a protective slime on them, and we don't want to rub that slime off, because then they'll get bacteria and parasites. This is what they call a line sider, Tampa Bay snook.
You can see why they call it a line sider, because of the distinctive lateral line that runs along the side of its body. All right, the fish are really starting to bite now. I got to start paying attention to this bait out there. Until next time, I'm Terry Tomlin with your Everyday Adventure somewhere in Tampa Bay.